High Cliff State Park is one of the only state parks, it's the only state park that is on Lake Winnebago, so that's kind of a big draw for many different people. It has the Niagara Escarpment that runs through it, so it's one of a handful of parks that is like that. With that, we have a lot of special flora and fauna species that call this place home, and it's really neat. There's a lot of history to the park. Back from 150 some years ago, when this was all a town called Clifton, they harvested the limestone that's in the cliff. It was all quarried out, and you can see the remnants of that in our old ruins if you hike the Kiln Trail. We have effigy mounds from even longer ago in Native American time frame. We've got an observation tower. We're one of the few parks that happen to have one of those. Beautiful outlook over all of Lake Winnebago, especially right now with all the fall colors. Great time to come out, see the lake, see all the Fox Valley area and the beautiful fall colors. And a big campground. We've got a boat launch and a marina. So there's just about everything that you can do here. I mean, we have a thing for any type of person, that whether they like to hike, whether they like to camp or canoe, or just go out on a boat, horseback riding even, you know, we've kind of got it all. We have a lot of people that come to just hike here. Redbird Trail is our most popular trail, walking right along top of the cliff. They got some really nice vistas that you can see from that trailhead. Kiln Trail, if you want a little more strenuous of a hike, you can climb up the cliff more so. We are having work being done on that right now though, so that just be aware if you're to come in the next short while. That trail is getting an overhaul through multiple phases, but it's really fun to hike if you like some elevation and doing that.
The lime kiln renovation, it's a 5 or 6 year project. Oh, it is, yeah. And actually, a little part of the trail is closed right now. We're working on putting new staircases in right now. And we've had a great community support, fundraising, a lot of people involved in that have given incredible amounts of time. It starts by the lime kiln ruins, and it goes all along the lake for quite a ways, and then it goes up. So it goes up to underneath the escarpment. And actually from the campground there is a staircase that goes down. It's closed right now because it's going to be replaced. But or it might not be closed yet, but it will be. And then it circles back around and comes back. So it's a lovely trail. They kind of consider that really the signature is the right word, but one of the main trails that people use.
There's biking trails, horseback riding trails, in the wintertime ski trails if we have enough snow. We have shelters that people rent out for weddings and for birthday parties and all sorts of gatherings, grills and picnic tables all around the park, so a lot of day use for sure. But we also, our campground, just about every weekend of the summertime, we're booked up full. We've got 112 in a regular family campground, and then we've got 8 that are specially for group campground for larger gatherings. We're the 4th busiest state park in Wisconsin, and so with that, we get a lot of busyness, whether that's daytime use or nighttime use as well. Typically, we're right around 750,000 people, so we're not that shy of 1 million each year is what we've been averaging.
I have been a fan. I actually moved to Sherwood in 1998 because of the park. I had been walking here almost as often as I could. And so I found a little house in Sherwood, not this one, and moved here and have been a visitor to the park often. Plus, for many years I had a horse, so I rode my horse in High Cliff, which is also beautiful. And then I bought this house, so I go. And then I got on the Friends about 5 years ago. We have just over 100 units, so it's more than 100 people because some are family units, some are single people. And then there's a board of I think there's about 10 of us right now. So we meet once a month and kind of make plans for different, like we're the drivers behind the Kiln Trail renovation and all of that. And then the rest of the members kind of pitch in. Tristan, one of our park guys, is great about getting volunteers for all kinds of things. Yeah, so it's a great group of people. Everybody's really committed to the park, which is so awesome.
Many people stop by the park and all they do is they go up the tower, get a few pictures, look at all the area, and then they leave if they're just stopping by for a little bit. So it's a 40-foot tower. As long as you're not afraid of heights, you should be able to be fine in climbing up and really appreciating the view. There's, most of our area in northeast Wisconsin is kind of flat. So having some elevation on top of a cliff and then a tower on top of that, It's beautiful. You can't get better than that.
You get such an overview, and if you're there at night of a Packer game, you can see the stadium. It's pretty exciting.
Wow.
Yeah. But it gives you an overview, a place to start. Me personally, I like the back trails, like the Redbird Trail. Starts where the tower is and then goes all along the edge of the cliff. It is so lovely. There's just so many views. There probably should be more recognition of the Native American history.
Yeah.
And that's something we have been working on too. We're always trying to, make things better. The Friends group is I shouldn't say we're looking for projects because we got a pretty big one on right now. But, we're always ready to help, so. The Niagara Escarpment, it's basically this risen area that goes all the way from, I think, southern Wisconsin over to Niagara Falls, really. And it's just these lovely cliffs. But that's another thing that makes the park so special, is that you can see this and you can just imagine where these rocks came from and what must it have looked like when that all happened.
It's the same geologic feature that runs all the way over to Niagara Falls in New York and Canada. So that's special rock formation that comes, trickles its way down the Door County Peninsula. If you're to look at the state, if I'm doing that right, like that way, right? So it comes down the Door County Peninsula, runs all the way down through us on the east side of Lake Winnebago, going down to the Milwaukee area and past that. And it really, what the Niagara Escarpment, there's a lot of things that it does, but it breaks up different watersheds, right? And so where that goes, you have different watersheds for towns and municipalities and things like that.
It's really beautiful right now, and especially if you look at where the cliffs are and those trees overhanging, the reds and yellows it's incredible, really. I've been amazed because I did drive through there with a friend the other day, and I was amazed there were so many leaves left and so much color left. I thought it would be down by now, but this is a perfect time to visit. Perfect.
For people that are really into geology and stuff, a lot of people kind of geek out about the Niagara Escarpment. You can even, if you park by the parking lot by the Indian Mound Trailhead, you can find fossils that are in the rock, and so it is a special feature that comes through the park. And with that, again, there's certain plant species, there's certain animal species that need this type of terrain and environment and habitat to survive and thrive, and so we're kind of blessed in that we have that to offer and can have a handful of species of concern and threatened and endangered species that call High Cliff State Park home because of our habitat that we have here.
We are so lucky at High Cliff to have, between all the volunteers that come, it's incredible how many people donate time to get rid of invasive species or keep the flowers looking good or paint the latrines. There's just a number of things they do. But we have a staff that is unrivaled anywhere. These guys they're so on top of things, and they're just so good at letting us know what they need and taking care of things and making sure our park is really top notch, which it really is. It is this hidden gem right in the Fox Valley. You would not expect to come and see these cliffs and the overlook over the lake, how beautiful it is, the trees. And they've done a really good job. We have great park people that just love the park and put their heart and soul into it. And they keep it as natural as possible. So it's nice. You don't go in there feeling like, oh, this is all, modern and no, it's a great park. And the other thing, what I love about the park, the changing seasons. When you go through in the spring, how it looks compared to the summer, compared to the fall, with the flowers, the wildlife, all of it. It's gorgeous.
I really do like walking on the cliff. I'm always drawn towards places that have elevation, and so I like being able to get some elevation. There's different little hiding spots that you can find on the trail or just off the trail that you can just sit, take in the view, and be one with nature in a way. And I think that's pretty special to be able to get away from the city, the busyness of everything, and find a little secluded spot out here and find some peace with that. So that's kind of why I like it. There's certain special spots that I go to all the time, and it grounds me.
So good for the soul. Well, and even our naturalist offers a class every year called Forest Bathing, and it's just about how you are renewed away from traffic, away from lights. So just being away from it all into nature, the sounds of it, and it's a big park. So even though a lot of people visit it, there's plenty of spaces to find your own space. You know, to find a tree to sit under or a rock to just be near. It's really good for your soul, really.
High Cliff is really, it's the closest state park to the Fox Valley metropolitan area, if you will. You know, we got Hartman Creek an hour to the west, we've got Point Beach State Forest an hour to the east. But for a lot of the people that live more in the city, if you will, High Cliff is the closest state park that is around them. And we have, again, all sorts of hiking trails, beautiful forests, nice lakeside, you know, habitat and ecosystem too, with camping, you know, activities, with all sorts of different trail use activities. We have a lot to offer, and it's a pretty special place.